Young Thug is free.
Almighty push.
Congrats to bruh. Welcome home, Young Thug. Now, you know what I'm saying? This Young Thug situation, you know, it's been going on. This trial been going on for what, about 2 years? So like, you know what I mean? It's been a long time coming. A lot of people, even myself, was like, I don't think this man's gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? It's just because of everything we had compiled. But we've seen over time that based on the way that the prosecutor's been handling the situation, yeah, it was looking like bro was gonna get some out some way somehow, and look like now bro got, you know what I'm saying, he gets to go home to his family as of yesterday. But the thing now is that sentence is a little bit tricky. Let's be realistic. So the sentence came out to, not in full detail, but all together came out to about 40 years. The way they gave it to him, they gave him 5 years as time spent already, and then gave him 15 years probation, added to another 20 years that would be added. I forgot there's a way they put it, but it's basically added to that. If he doesn't complete the probation, then they add them 20 more years. But if he does complete the probation, the 20 other years, don't apply. You know what I'm saying? They canceled. So he has to stay away from. Oh man, hold on. I got to read this out for y'all. He got to stay away from a few things. So he's banned from Atlanta, right? So he can't be in Atlanta. He can't, no drugs. He can travel though, but he can't be around no gangs. You know what I'm saying? And amongst other things, he got to do community service. You know what I'm saying? This is 15 years of probation we talking about. Look at Young Boy and some these other people that try to do that. Even the people on his case that try to do that, the Umfunga or something like that, right? Whoever it is that tried to do it and couldn't even maintain. Can he really do this? Is he gonna be strong enough to do this? He has to stay away from anything gang related, anything at all. He can't throw up no gang signs. He can't say nothing, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and he can't be in Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does this, you know what I mean? Because don't get me wrong, bro. Like, this is a big win for him. He gets to go home to his family, bro. Like, real talk. But the Young Thug that we know will not be that Young Thug no more. That basically, this will not be Young Thug anymore. It'll be now time for whatever it is. I forgot what bro's real name is. But this is that time for himself. You know what I'm saying? This no more Young Thug. Just being realistic, because that thug itself is the problem. If he tries to represent that thug, bro's gonna go to jail. And he's gonna do all them times. You know what I'm saying? So now he's out, he's free, but is he still gonna be the same person? Because people will say, look at Gucci Man. Gucci Man came out, he's doing all that, but Gucci Man ain't had no what they call it? Government on his ass. You know what I'm saying? The feds went on his ass, making sure he being a good guy. It's just by choice. You know what I'm saying? Mine went in, came out, I'm a good. Bro, in the case where people are watching over you, they start micromanagement thing. You know, some people don't like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know how bro's going, you know what I'm saying, if bro's going to be able to do it. I hope he is. You know what I mean? All I know is that he's going to have to become a whole different person from the person that we know. Now, this raises a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, so how's he going to do with his music and his, his business? Well, there's some stipulations, there's some things around that. They let him do, he can travel, right? He can travel for business, you know what I'm saying? AKA music stuff, you know what I'm saying? So if he's doing his music and all that good stuff, he can move around, you know what I'm saying? But he can't be around gang, you know what I'm saying, gang individuals. You know what I mean? He can come to Atlanta, though he's banned from Atlanta, he can come for a direct family, funerals and special occasions type thing, but he got to be gone within 48 hours. He can come 24 hours ahead, and he has to be gone within 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. You know what I mean? He got a lot of stipulations. When it comes to work, you know what I mean? If you know, I don't know if you all seen the video, his lawyer or Young Thug asked a question that had people kind of asking questions, because okay, now he's free, he can do music again, all that good stuff. What about the other people? What about Woody? What about Gunna? You know what I'm saying? What about his brother? All the people that were rumored to have told, you know what I'm saying? What's the relationship with that? So during the whole sentencing thing, Young Thug's lawyer, spoke for him and asked, if he should be able to, a deal, communicate, whatever, interact with Gunna. He put Gunna in there, and his brother, of course. And these are, people that supposed to be part of the gang, right? Whatever it is, so that's why they said it there. But he requested that. What does that tell us? Everybody been saying Gunna was telling, but Young Thug is requesting for him to have interactions with Gunna. So and this is when they're trying to say, hey, you can't be interacting with no gang related individuals. But he's asking to want to interact with Gunna that everybody says he's a teller. So what does that tell us now? So now the question is that going to be an apology for Gunna? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with that? Because we don't even know why he wants to. Because everybody was like, oh man, when he comes out, he ain't gonna want to mess with Gunna, man. You know what I'm saying? Gunna. A lot of people said we're gonna wait to see how he reacts when Gunna comes out. Now we hearing him requesting to interact with Gunna when they tell him, hey, you ain't supposed to interact with nobody on that. He's like, nah, I want to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it could be on some business shit, of course, but I don't think he needs to tell them about that, because if it's on some business shit, some business shit, it's part of his label. So his business already done gave him the liberty to do stuff based on business. So I don't think he would need to say anything about it, but he's still, you know what I mean? So whatever. But the point is that he wants to still associate and do business with Gunna. I thought everybody was talking about, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It looked like a lot of people gonna be owing Gunna an apology. Possibly me included. I gotta go back and look at the videos I did. I don't even know, because to be realistic, to me, everybody doing what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you know what I mean? Bruh has all that. This is so much now on him. People don't know if he's gonna be able to, you know, hold on through. But the main thing is he gets to go home to his family, right? I mean, ultimately, to me, that's just it. You know what I mean? Like, personally, I say with the way, you know, what the stipulations or what the conditions they've given him, you should just focus more now on being a label owner, you know what I'm saying, or businesses outside of music, while still owning the music, not per se putting out the music. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think if he wants to still stay within the music field, that's how you should do it. You know what I'm saying? You're a label owner now, you know, or you've been a label owner, just, you know what I'm saying? Just focus more on the executive side of things, you know what I'm saying? And just build your shit up. You know what I mean? While maybe doing fashion and all the other things that he's already been known for doing, that's what I'd say he should use his energy into right now, because I would think it's going to be hard, you know what I'm saying, for someone that's been doing this for how many years, 30 years, whatever it is, you know, 30-some years, you know what I mean, to change a nature, you know what I'm saying? But you don't necessarily need to change, you just need to highlight some points and bring down some points, you know what I'm saying? Bring down the hoodness and highlight all that fashion and the artistic part of you, you know what I'm saying, type shit. You know what I mean? Some people are saying, bro, like, it's not even no loss. Like, bro, him not being that, them people that got him in trouble anyway. You know what I'm saying? Him being banned from Atlanta ain't nothing. But yeah, bro, trust me, bro, when you telling someone you banning someone from their home, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, this man had bread and all that shit that still decided to live right there. So you can see how important it is to him. So you banning him from that means he got to go find, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he got to get a whole new circle of friends that's going to be around him all the time. Not saying he ain't got no friends, but like the ones that's, you know, usually around you type shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a lot to it. But the main thing is that he gets to be with his, you know, his girl. You know what I mean? He probably get some pussy, you know, he probably got some pussy like that, you know what I mean? Some proper pussy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, look, come on, bro. You know what I mean? You can't hate on that, you know what I mean? But nah, the thing is that, another thing about the whole situation is that I think if he had held on for another 3 months, they would have just given him the 15-year probation type thing, I think. He would have just got to go home and maybe, I think possibly, maybe with just the 15-year probation or without the probation or something like some of that nature. But Thug, he just couldn't do it no more. Jeffrey Williams, that's his name, Jeffrey Williams, right? So he couldn't do it no more, right? So he was just like, you know, his lawyer was like, yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, say hanging in another 3 months and, you know, getting it where we can just, you know, end this whole thing complete without, you know, bro can go home. But bro, he says he's tired, his mind, he can't do it. He just wants to go home to his family. He willing to take whatever deal. And, you know, that's how that thing came, you know what I'm saying? Because at first, bro he was pleading not guilty and then came back with guilty because, you know, I can understand. It's a lot of stress, you feel me? But, you know, bro's out, you know what I mean? I'm trying to see how he's going, you know, what's the move going to be now? You know what I mean? Like, what's the play? You know, everything's been quiet. I personally think he can't even say nothing because that's the whole point. He can't even say nothing. There can't be no statements related to any gang or this or street or, you know what I mean, none of that shit. Right now, we probably never gonna hear nothing about him, you know, approving or disapproving Gunna or this and that or Lil Woody or Woody's thing. Like Woody is another thing. How, you know, how does he feel about Woody? You know what I mean? Like, the whole thing is crazy, bro. Like, cause we want to know these things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. A lot of us are waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us like, let's see the interaction when they come out. How is he going to interact with this person? How's he going to do this? Now we never get to find out because, you know, the government basically said, hey, when you come out this mud, bro, you better seal your lips and shut the fuck up, boy, unless you try to come back in this mud. But 15 years is a long time, bro. Like, he literally has to live you know, he can't be around no gang, he can't be no guns, none of that. You know what I mean? Like, that's, woo! I mean, but he can still fly around, travel, and do stuff. So he's still free. He just literally has to live the life of a square. Like, that's the main thing. Like, can he live that square life? Can he give up the gangster life, the street life, the hood life that he grew up on, and he's been, you know what I'm saying? And he just live as a square, as a regular degular, you know, as a civilian. I'm not saying square, as a civilian. You feel me? Can he do that? Shoot, I don't even know if I could do that. I'm just being realistic with you. You know what I'm saying? It'd be tough. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up doing something, you know what I mean, certain culture, certain habits, you know what I mean? Life has to just naturally move you that way. But this could be because we change when we forced to change. That's usually how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to make that decision to change. But when we're not able to, it has to be forced. And that's kind of, you know, that's just kind of how it be. You know, if the stimulus is not enough, if the stimulus is not enough, you know what I'm saying, change is not going to happen. And clearly, hopefully this was, you know, scary enough for him that, you know, that he could have lost everything for him to be, you know, hey, let me go ahead and, you know, clear my mind. By the way, he's been there like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? All the drugs and all that good stuff should be out of his system anyway. So now he should be sobered over. You know what I mean? He could probably get some liquor too. So, you know, there's a lot of things, hookah and stuff like that. You don't necessarily need to, you know, get lit and all the other shit. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these Young Thug thing being free, man. Cause shout out to him. For real. Like, I'm just be honest. I'm definitely happy that bro is out because, you know, whether he did what he did or not, you know, let nature handle this case. I think, like, you know, I get it and I understand the prison system and all that good shit. And I definitely think it works for some people, but some other people, it just makes them worse. You know what I'm saying? It just be like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, who am I? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about it.
Almighty push.